Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Indiana Airguns. Gentlemen, ladies, today on the bench we have out the Uragan Prince 2. We also have out the JTS Dead Center 2207. I got a whole sleeve of these the other day, something like a couple thousand. I think they come about 250 a count, or 2 a 10. I've got some bullseye set up down here, which is going to be half of the sun is on it and half of the sun is off of it. So I don't know. And plus, it's super windy out here. I probably shouldn't be doing this today, but today is the day. I got these in a couple of days ago, and I haven't been able to shoot them. I did get to play around with them that night for a second. I just got a rough zero, maybe a clip of 10 or so down there, and I gave up for that evening. Just wasn't really enough light down there. I didn't feel like going out there and hooking up the light. However, I did have the light out last night doing some light testing on the Zulus rifle scope. Still haven't got that figured out yet, guys. It's been a rough go for me. A lot of things that I'm seeing that guys are doing, and then I try to copy. Haven't had too much success. I have learned it, though, having to do the same thing time and time again. I'm starting to learn, which is a good thing. But as far as my zero at one point and then hit the little rangefinder and then I'm knocking stuff down at 100, it's not really worked out like that for me. But it is what it is. You know, a little bit more time and a little bit more patience, and we shall get there. Right now, we do have the Uragan Prince 2 loaded up with the 2207. We are at 35. We have about 12 3-inch bulls down here. I don't know how many I'm going to sit here and take, but I am going to shoot till I'm content. Appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out what Hank's got going on today over here at Indiana Airguns. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get our first mag down. I think we'll take 5 shots each. So each magazine is 2 bulls. So we'll start here at the top. And no, we won't, because that's right in the way of my straps that hold up my gong. So let's start at the bottom. We'll start bottom left. Decent so far. I don't really feel I have a need for this heavy of a pellet. This is just something I can't speak this morning. That had totally piqued my interest. Angel had sent some one time to do a giveaway on one of my giveaways, and shout out to RCO. And I didn't get a chance to use any. So this is the first experience with them. I think the 18 is what this gun truly loves. And that's all I put it through is the 18s. And it acts very nice from anywhere all the way out to 50. I've had this. I've had it further, but I've had my best success right at 50. And of course, in like 35, you know, there's really no, it's taking care of business. Whatever you're after, it's knocked down for sure. Really love the accuracy on this. It's really, I made a great decision, I do feel. So let's continue here. I don't know if you guys can hear my wind charm and my wreath and stuff knocking up against the door here, just to give you an idea of how windy it actually is. Okay, it's 3. Four. Let's get one more in there. And I dropped that one. Yep, it won't be a dime, I can tell you that. So we'll move over to the one on the right. So yeah, Hank really hasn't been up to too much other than that. I was going to sell my truck the other day, and now it's not starting. I feel that the starter has gone out. So that's no bueno. Just need to get a new rig all in general. But that's not what this channel is about. So yeah, I was doing some surfing and I ran across these 2207s. I can't remember. I think a Pyramid or something like that. I think they were right at $10 a 10. And figured, hell, why not? Let's just try them out. So that's where these came from, and it took them a little while to get here actually, because I did a pretty big order of these and 18 ones, Barracuda or H&N 18 ones, and yeah, it took a little while. So I don't know what's up with that, but anyway, second group. We'll stay on the bottom row. Just move over to the right. And these are a little rough to get in the breech here. I mean, they don't load like the 18s. I'm assuming the head size has got a lot to do with that. I'm not positive exactly what these are. Yeah, not exactly positive what the head size is on those. Oh, drop that one. Or maybe the wind pushed it. Don't know. Either way, it fell low. But overall, thus far, what I'm saying in this wind, yeah. Give me a nice calm day, and I'm telling you, these would be money for sure. But like, usually I'm the type of guy, if I get something and it's working, I usually don't change it unless I just can't find it or something anymore. If it's becoming too expensive, as we all know and love, the JSBs. I think they just went up again, and probably rightfully so. But it's just getting out of hand with the pellet prices, guys. I mean, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. And these are just going through the same hole now. I think I got one more there. That is a dime, but I'm going to mess it up for you guys. I don't know. I still may squeeze a dime out of that. So I think I got a couple more left here. Let's move up to the second row. Stay over here on the left. Definitely heard that gong or something down there. I don't have my target box. My target box got wet the other day in a tornado or whatever it was we had. I should show you guys my garage. The neighbors have got some oak trees over there that I take squirrels out of all the time. That is, they're way overgrown and they don't get managed. And one of the limbs broke off and went through my roof the other day. So we're dealing with that. It's just, I'm dealing with the truck. It's not one thing, it's another. I think it's just called life in general. But we can't let that get us down, folks. We got to stay positive and try to find the reasoning in this, It's easy to give up when you're going through the storm, It's how you ride it out. Really determines how you're going to be or what type of man you become in life in general. But like I said, this isn't that. I don't want to sound to be too preachy here. I'm just telling you about what's going on, guys. So yeah, it looks like we got plenty of air there. Let me take another sip of the DP, and we'll do another group or two, and then we'll get out of here. If I just came on and did one group and left, that wouldn't be fair, would it? Hope you guys are still hearing the wind chime going off out there. It's going absolutely nuts. The groups are looking good so far. I think that last one was right at about a dime. And then we started on that second row, I do believe. Yeah, we started on that second row. First target on the left. Here we go. Second shot. Absolutely money. I mean, but the Uragan is not really a fair test to do in because, well, this is what I test all my pellets in. I don't care what rifle that I'm buying them for or what pistol or whatever that I'm buying it for. Every pellet comes through here that is a 22. This is chambered in 22, of course. And that's where the bulk of my ammo sits at, is right at 22. I've only got maybe 3 or 4 25s and then maybe a handful of 7.7s, but most of my rifles are chambered in 22. And this one isn't real pellet fussy. So, I mean, other than getting it dialed in or maybe being off, right, left, up or down minorly, there's not really too much you have to do. And this thing just puts it right in the money. So, okay, I think that's 4 there. We'll do one more there and then move over. Yeah, all these groups are absolutely. I mean, they're phenomenal. They're looking like what I look for, because generally you can tell. You know, if they're not going to group at 35, they're probably not going to group at 50 either. So there's really no, you know, if it's not going to group at 35 here, you know, I usually toss it to the side, because my experience is it just doesn't get any better from there, you know. So just all depends on what you're up to. If we're just talking about plinking, then it's not really an issue. You know, if we're talking about game, or we're talking about needing to knock something down, then, you know, you need to have the right tool for the job. And this is how we figure it out. So let's go over, let's do one more. Oh, drop that one. As you can hear that wind. Yeah, they're still hitting. They're grouping right there though, but it's low. Yeah. I don't know if that's an air situation or. No, we've got plenty of air. Yeah, it's just grouping low. I think that wind's pushing me down right like that. Yep. Okay. Well, might as well go ahead and empty this magazine, since. Let's go back down here to the bottom. Yeah, we've definitely. Maybe it is the gun. Oh, same hole. Wow. Wow. Absolute laser at 35. I'll tell you what now. Wow. Up, and that's it. So let's go ahead and walk down, and we'll show you these groups, and we'll get out of here. Gentlemen, I really appreciate you taking time out today. Stop by, check out what Hank's got going on here at Indiana Airguns. So let's go ahead and have a walk down. Like I said, that was the Uragan Prince 2, chambered in 22, and the JTS Dead Center 2207 pellet. Let's just check out the groups here. Again, still at 35. Oh, hold on. Well, before we check out the groups, let me show you. Just so maybe Hank gets a little bit of sympathy for being honest. You see that big limb there sticking out of my roof? Yeah, it's not good. I would take you inside, but it's not that serious. So let me show you what we ended up with here. Here we are. See if I can set you down. I don't know if that'll work out for me or not. Okay, I'm pretty sure you can see those. This is the first one that I took here, and it's definitely not a dime. Well, just for comparison's sake, so you can see how big the group is, here is a dime. It is 18 millimeters in diameter, and I can get four under that dime. I still got one up top though, so this is 4 here, and I had that one on the top. This is the next group that I claim to be a dime back there. And yeah, not quite, but that's pretty close. Then we came up here. Yeah, no dimes today, gentlemen. Well, with this wind, I wouldn't expect that. And this is probably the worst group of them all. This group here. Had 4 here and this one here. They all hit low on this one. The wind was blowing a pretty good clip at that time. Still grouping rather tight, but as you can see, that one ekes out. So there's 3 or 4 under that one. So that's the 2207 JTS Dead Center out of the Uragan Prince 2. At least out of that rifle anyway, I think that I'd be good. I don't know. I mean, we may get some other 22s out and try them out. Let me know what you guys think if you'd be interested in seeing that. Let's go ahead and go back, take one more look at her, and then we'll get out of here, gentlemen. All right, guys. This has been the Uragan Prince 2, shooting the JTS dead center 2207. Like I said, this combination is looking to be pretty lethal. I'm gonna get it again on a nice calm day. We're gonna go through this one more time with this particular application, and then I think we'll be done with the 2207. I will have a pretty good idea what we need to do when we do get out the 2207. I appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out what Hank's got going on here today at Indiana Airguns. Till the next time, guys. Take care. Cheers.